What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers have a very bad rebounding issue, right? And it's not Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is giving you 13 rebounds a game. The guy is going after it. But we need to do a better job of just team rebounding. Like, it's ridiculous how much guys are just standing around watching the basketball rather than going to the basketball and securing the basketball and securing the rebound. We'll have a great defensive stop or a great defensive sequence, and then they give up the offensive rebound, and then boom, every time it's an open three or just some and one or it's just something because everyone's scrambling now rather than securing. Defense doesn't stop until you have the basketball and you're heading in the other direction. Until then, the defensive possession is still active, which means you need to get the rebound and you need to secure the basketball. So many people are blaming Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham's not the one rebounding the basketball. Darvin Ham even said in his press conference, right? You cannot scheme rebounding. You can't. It's effort. It's energy. It's chasing down loose balls. It's not Darvin Ham's fault that in the first quarter of that Orlando game, when they were killing us on the board, and they really started to just blow us out, that there was multiple possessions where three Lakers were literally standing there watching the basketball and an Orlando player came running over and just grabbed it. When the ball is literally in arm's length of three Lakers and they just standing there waiting for the other guy to go get the basketball. I would rather see all three of those guys die for that basketball, knock each other out, and all have to be removed for the game. Because at least they got effort. At least they dove for that bat. At least they did what they were supposed to do rather than just standing around doing nothing. They literally, it's becoming a problem. It's like every game we are getting just out-hustled on the rebounding side of things, right? Like we've had games where we've out-rebound guys, but it's just second chance points are killing us, right? And it's just, again, it's a simple fix. It's effort. We have way too much size, way too much athleticism to where we shouldn't be we should be getting out rebound by like guards that are undersized by the other team or just not doing the efforts that we need to do. You got to go up and get the basketball. I mean, even our big men, right, couldn't rebound the basketball. It's ridiculous. We had a three big set out there with Christian Wood, Anthony Davis, and Jackson Hayes, and we still couldn't rebound the basketball. And they were running a smaller unit. That's just pure effort. That's just pure, they are out hustling, out working us. Christian Wood and Jackson Hayes are two other big men alongside alongside Anthony Davis, gave you 3 rebounds total. 3. Max Christie gave you 5. Austin Reeves gave you 2. 1 less than our 2 big men combined. Again, LeBron James gave you 9. Anthony Davis gave you 13. Where's everybody else? Why is Max Christie our 3rd leading rebounder when you had Christian Wood, who he had, to his defense, he has rebounded the ball very well outside of this game, right? And Jackson Hayes, I'll exclude Jackson Hayes because he only played 11 minutes, right? But Christian Wood, 2 rebounds in 30 minutes is inexcusable, right? Especially when you're playing a lot towards the basket, you got size. Cam Reddish had 3 rebounds in 24 minutes, and he was one of the guys that was standing there on several plays, not getting the rebounds. Go get the rebound, right? Like, secure the basketball. Like, it shouldn't just be LeBron James and Anthony Davis going for rebounds. We played the Orlando Magic. They out-rebounded us 51-40. 51-40. 19 offensive rebounds to 10. And every single time a team gets an offensive rebound, it leads to another bucket for us. We might have actually won this game if it wasn't for all the second chance points. Because they had what? They had like 35 second chance points or something like that. Something ridiculous like that. So if you remove the second chance points, the Lakers win by 16. But let's remove half of them. Right? Now it's a close. Now you remove, let's say 19. Guess what? You're going into overtime. Maybe you win the game. This came down to just lack of effort, energy, and rebounding. And again, this is on the players. It is inexcusable for guys to just be standing around watching the basketball rather than going to get the basketball. This isn't preseason anymore, right? Because we had this issue in preseason. And I even said, like, I hope that this is just a preseason thing, right? Because a lot of teams are doing that in preseason, right? They'll kind of concede the rebound because, you know, they're not trying to get injured. Like, the last thing you want to do is go up for a rebound, two guys are, you know, bang knees or something, now somebody's out for a week or whatever, right? It's like, no, like, hey, he's in better position, let him get the rebound, let me run back down, play some defense, right? Like, fine. But this isn't preseason anymore. This isn't a scrimmage. Like, the Lakers showed up like this was a practice. Like, this was just a little scrimmage run. You know, so it was just like, everyone was just like, okay, let's just chuck up some shots, you know. Like, and the other team showed up like this meant something. Like, this was a game that was significant. Like, this was a game that was important, that they felt that they needed to win. And that's the problem. And it just is a trend with the Lakers, like rebounding. How do you scheme rebounding? Again, like, Darvin Ham's right. There's no rebounding sets. It's not like, okay, well, you're going to be here, you're going to be there. No, because you don't know, like, there's so many possible outcomes for a rebound. But it's effort. It's locating the basketball, chasing it down, securing it, and going the other way. Right? Like, offensive rebounds happen. I'm not saying that the Lakers need to stop every team from getting offensive boards, because you're not. Everybody's going to get, I mean, the Lakers get offensive rebounds, right? It happens. The ball has like a weird bounce, or, you know, you get a long rebound, and it's usually the shooters that are out on the perimeter that end up getting it, right? It happens, right? I don't mind the occasional offensive rebound. Right? I don't mind if the Lakers concede, you know, 5 offensive rebounds a game, right? Because again, it happens. But 19 offensive rebounds? Dude, they got half the amount of offensive rebounds as we got total rebounds. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Especially with all of our size, all of our talent, like all of our athleticism. That's an effort thing. Outside of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, guys are not showing up on that side of the basketball. If this game was just an outlier, right? Because they happen. You know, team just doesn't have it for a night. Another team is just taking this like it is their Super Bowl. And you see it, right? It happens. You know, one team shows up, the other team doesn't. If this was just an outlier game, right, then I wouldn't even be talking about this. I'd just be like, you know, hey, relax, guys. It'll be okay. No. Right? This is not okay. This is becoming a trend. This has been every single game. We have just struggled to offensive rebound and bring energy early on. We do a better job kind of cleaning it up in the second half, but by that point, we've seen on several times now, the game's already over. It's too late. Now we're just playing catch up. This Orlando game, we probably have the lead if we cleaned up the offensive rebound. We might have blown Orlando out if we cleaned the offensive rebounds up. Most of their most of their buckets came from second chance points. I mean, literally, like a third of their points came from second chance points. Like, we cannot be doing this on a regular basis. It's just unacceptable. It's you're taught that in kindergarten when you learn to play basketball, or whatever age you learn to play basketball. Hey, locate the ball, track it down, rebound it. Protect and secure the basketball so somebody can't just walk over and smack it out of your hands or whatever, right? And it seems like the basics of basketball, the Lakers just aren't actively trying to do, right? And it's just, I don't know why. I don't get what it is. This isn't a coaching issue. This is a player issue. This is the players need to start looking in the mirror and going, okay, I need to do the basics. You know, like, I'm glad that this happened, that this is happening early, because if we were in like January or February and this was happening, then I'd be really concerned, right? And I'm not talking about a random game here and there, right? I know a lot of times people just blow stuff out of proportion, right? Like the Lakers could fix it and be perfectly fine the rest of the season outside of like 3 games. And those 3 games, everyone will act like the Lakers are like the worst rebounding team ever. No, that's not what I'm talking about, right? Again, they happen. But on a regular basis, like every single game, it should not be happening. If out of our 6 games, this was the first game that this happened, I'm telling you, I wouldn't even have mentioned it. I would have just, like, people that are freaking out, I would have said, don't worry about it. Like, look at the last 5 games. It's fine. It happens. Like, let's take a breath. But no, like, I can't. I can't defend this. I can't defend a lack of effort. It's a simple game. It's a simple way to play basketball. And, again, I'm glad it's early because there's time to correct it, right? We're only 6 games in. We can now do what we need to do, right the ship, and get everything in order. Go through this grueling season and get ready for the playoffs. But I don't want us to be so far behind the 8 ball. Now we're playing catch-up all year. There's no reason we should be 3-3. None. I know we've played some very tough teams, right? But we gotta, like, you gotta start winning some games here, right? And all the losses have came down to just effort, just not doing the little things, not hitting shots, not rebounding, right? You know, not boxing out. Like, they teach you how to box. Like, it's one of the first things you're taught is how to box out. And it's just like guys are not boxing out. Guys are just kind of just standing there, just looking at the basketball. Box out. Do your job. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Do you think that this is a real problem? Do you think the Lakers will be all right? Think they'll fix it? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one.